This is a project that kind of grew over time, but I had a customer who I had done some work for that is an artist and wanted a small studio at home. So we started looking at options for a 10 by 12 building and to find something that was pre-constructed or was a package that fit exactly what she needed was kind of hard to do. So we ended up taking a set of plans. She found a set of plans for a building that she liked the external design of, and I took that and adapted it a little bit, and and uh, and this is how we went. So we started. Um, she didn't want to put in a concrete foundation, nothing real permanent. And so this was part of the plans, was to put it on 4x6 runners. I didn't think they had two, and I didn't think two was enough, so I added a third one. I also added the concrete pillars, and this was an old garden area, and the ground underneath was solid. It hadn't been disturbed for a long time, and so we built that. It's 4x6 treated, and then with 2x8 joists on 2-foot centers, and with a 2x8 rim joist. Um, Everything was attached with 90-degree galvanized plates. And then we put decking on it. The decking was 3/4 inch tongue and groove subflooring, and we used construction adhesive and nailed it with galvanized ring shank nails. Started building the walls. This is the back wall. You can see the small opening for we're putting air conditioner in. You'll see later. Um, the rest of the walls went up. I had a little help with those. That front wall especially was really heavy. We had initially kind of grew. We started out with one window and a sliding glass door and went to two windows, 3x4 windows, and a walk door, a solid glass or a full glass walk door. We later added a 3x3 window on the south side of this also. Um, the um, the roof was a monoslope 212 pitch, and again we used 2x8 ceiling joists. This is my grandson. He came to help me, and we tattooed him up one day with some kind of ink off of whatever we were putting on. I think we were putting down roofing. Um, Put OSB decking on the roof, and it covered the whole thing with ice and water shield. Manufacturers and some people I talked to recommended that since it was a 212 pitch and we were going to shingle it. We had talked about steel, but decided the shingling was a better option. And with the ice and water shield underneath, made for a good roof. Um, the the sheathing on this, I used, it's a product called Force Field by Georgia Pacific. It's like the zip wall. It's an OSB that's covered with the um, weather protectant house wrap. Um, we had to order the siding, and materials were getting a little tough. This is in late August, and we had to wait. It was going to be 6 to 8 weeks for the siding, which it turned out that was the case. And so I thought this would be a better option, and cost-wise was about the same. Had some issues with getting some treated lumber, had to buy some longer sizes than what we needed to get what we did, but it's a good thing we did because that shortage didn't seem to change. We again, Geldwin slider windows, vinyl clad windows, the two 3x4s, one on the north, one on the east, and then the 3x3 on the south. Um, Put those windows in, taped them like we're supposed to, all that good stuff. We added aluminum fascia and soffit material and around the whole building. The electrical, I had an electrician put in the panel, run the power to the building. We've got 4 circuits. Um, I ran one for lights. We got one light, ceiling light, and a light outside. And then we put a dedicated circuit for the air conditioner, which also could be used for a heater. And then ran 2 more circuits, um, one that put an outlet on the north wall and a south wall, and then one that put 2 outlets on the east wall where she would be doing most of her painting at. Insulated um, the walls with 4-inch, the ceiling was 6-inch insulation bats. I caulked all the seams where the plate met the floor, um, and also some of the other corner seams and anywhere that I thought that there might be some air leakage. Again, there's the ceiling structure without the insulation. Had the air conditioner in just to give me a rough idea of where everything needed to be. Um, Again, another outside look with all the fascia and soffit material on, the windows in place. We drywalled the interior of the building. Um, we started out, we were going to put OSB and paint it white. Decided that the drywall would be a nicer finish, and so drywalled all of it and the ceiling, but we covered the ceiling, left it. I didn't tape it, or I taped those seams, but um, left it so that we could put a beadboard ceiling up. Um, we put the walk door in. There's the walk door with full glass door. It's a Mastercraft door, and here we are. Here it is with drywall pretty well finished. Again, I taped the ceiling, but didn't finish it because we were covering it with a beadboard paneling. And just another picture of the finished walls. This is started to put the trim in, trimmed around the air conditioner. Putting the beadboard ceiling up. This was a beadboard paneling, and we put construction adhesive on it, and then nailed it in place and held it with supports for about 48 hours. There again, finished back wall with the air conditioner. You can see the beadboard ceiling coming down with the trim. There's a picture of the whole ceiling. Customer ended up doing all the painting. I primed the walls, but she painted the ceiling. I did put a trim piece in on the beadboard where we had 8-foot, of course, 8-foot pieces, and where I met the 2-foot, put a piece of screen molding in, made it look, really turned out nice. Again, exterior picture, trimmed out the door with aluminum over the brick mold, which made it real nice, thanks to my friends at Habitat. The floor, weren't sure what we were going to do initially, and somewhere along the line she picked up the idea of using a plywood floor. Now, most of the plywood floor, as far as what I had seen, was they cut it into strips or squares or something like that, but she wanted down full sheets, and I thought I was going to use 1/4 inch, ended up using 1/2 inch, which I'm glad I did. This was some really nice pine material that I got from Armstrong Lumber. It went together really nice, and I again used construction adhesive. I spread it out as evenly as I could on the back with a notch trowel so that it was a nice even bed of construction adhesive. I stapled the outer edges and put some finishing nails in the field just to hold everything in place, and turned out really nice. We finally got the siding in late October, early November, and here I'm just starting to. I got the corners up, the J on, the starter strip, and I had my grandson back, a friend of mine that we've done some work together. He came over and helped. Um, and here's another picture of the floor after it was done. She ended up putting 2 coats of poly on that floor, or 3. They look really nice. Electrical panel, I covered it. And my son-in-law also came, helped us with the siding business. And there's the finished product, almost. All the siding's on, everything's in place. I put some lattice around the bottom just to try and keep out some of the critters, which it hasn't. And rabbit still found a way in there, and just to finish it off. Nice looking little building. Customer's happy with it. Allows her to do her artistry, do it at home instead of having to rent a place and make that trek back and forth. So anyway, it was a neat project. It took me about I think I figured 33 days and about 160, 80 hours of labor. I don't remember exactly now, but anyway, it went really well. We started with a neat set of plans and made them adapt to what we needed the use to be for. This is a working art studio, and I think it's gonna fit her needs real well. So thanks to Jan for the customer for allowing me to build for her. Thanks to Brian and Jordan from Habitat for their professional advice and help. And my 3 son-in-laws came and helped me. And longtime friend from college, Jeff. We've been together forever. And special thanks to Tyler, my grandson. It was neat being able to work with your grandson, and he's good work, good help, and it was fun to work with. So thanks, and thanks for watching this.